everybody, and welcome to my channel. In case you are not aware of who I am, my name is Cherie and I am a certified makeup artist and skincare consultant. Today I'm going to walk you through a few products that I enjoy while you persevere and watch me do my day makeup. And I am also going to talk about a collaboration that I have just started, which I'm very excited about, as well as, if you stick to the end of this video, I will be doing a giveaway. So stick with me and hopefully I won't bore you too much, and we'll have some fun. You can always add any questions or comments in the text box below. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be alerted when I start doing more of these, as I have been kind of MIA for a while. But a little history about me. I am 54 years old. I started my makeup career journey about 3 years ago. It's been very fulfilling, and I must say I'm really glad I took the jump. I've met some really great people. I'm still involved with our school community website. There are a bunch of great people there, so shout out to QC Makeup Academy. I am also a cosmetician at Shoppers Drug Mart in Brantford, Ontario, Canada. So I am helping people as much as I can, through my platform, through the store platform, through many different avenues. And what I like to specialize in, not limit myself to, but specialize in looking after mature women's skin. I don't like using the term, mature skin, because there are many mature ladies that don't necessarily have mature skin. But I deal with a lot of mature ladies. I do lessons, I do consultations. I give them advice on what looks maybe are more appropriate than other looks. So if you are a little confused as to what's out there on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and all those kinds of things, I'm here to debunk some of that stuff, if you may. Some of the looks that look amazing on 20-year-old perfect skin do not, unfortunately, look as great on our skin. There are ways that you can manipulate a look to make it look great and similar, but there's a lot of products that those people use that, you know, aren't really appropriate for our mature skin. So I'm just going to walk you through a bunch of that as well. But stick with me, and I hope you enjoy this video anyway. I'm just going to be rambling on when I do my makeup. So I'm just going to tuck my hair away here. All I have done to my skin is I did a little dermabrasion. So I got that all sanded down. I've done my toner. I have done my serum. I have done my SPF. And I have done my moisturizer. So a couple things that I have used that I have found at Shoppers Drug Mart here in Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Shout out to Stanley Street. These are a few things that I have purchased that I really enjoy. So I picked up this Biotherm. Now it's Life Plankton Essence. It's Fundamental Skin Treatment. So it's basically what I use after my toner. And it's lovely. It's got the plankton in it. It's just amazing. I can tell you what it says on it, but what I do is I just put a little bit in my hands, dab it all over. So this says, not much. Apply morning and evening. So, but I really like it. It's really light. It's really refreshing. It smells like seawater. It's fabulous. So I have done that. Now, after that, I have discovered this from our lovely cohort at Shoppers, the Embryolisse Moisturizer. It's recommended by top makeup artists as well. Now, you can see how well loved this moisturizer is. I'm almost out. It's very cost effective. It's amazing. You could use it as a moisturizer, as a makeup base, as a moisturizing mask, as makeup remover milk. It's really nice. A little bit goes a long way. So I probably use a fingertip for the whole face. It's wonderful. I don't use a lot of makeup primers as far as face, but this is really, really good. So Embryolisse, it's lovely. Pick it up. Okay, so on with makeup. What I do, it varies day to day. Sorry, I have the sniffles today. I have had the sniffles for quite some time. It's annoying. I think it has to do with the sinuses and my eye drainage, but that's another thing, so excuse me. Okay, on with it, and I've also applied my eye cream too around the contours. I don't know the exact name of it, but it's Juviance anyway. Okay, so onward and upward. I have my Embryolisse, so that serves as my base. It's not sticky, it's just lovely. So I am going to go in with my new favorite foundation. As a lot of you makeup artists that are friends of mine know, I am a huge fan of RCMA makeup, but I needed to try the NARS because it had rave reviews and it is a light reflecting foundation. The only thing that I can say, NARS, is you really need to amp up your pumps because they are really odd. I store my products face up in my kit or on my shelf, this one here, but this is what ends up happening. I don't understand it. I don't know why it looks like that. You need to fix your pumps, but this foundation is amazing. Now what I like to do, because I do have pores, everybody has pores, I like to apply it with my hands. That way I get into it, then I will go over it with a damp sponge. Today I don't know where my sponge is, so I'm just going to go over it with some setting spray and a brush. So here is how I do this. I just put maybe a pump and a half, not even. It's a nice light foundation. I don't like to put too much, and the color is Santa Fe. I am really lucky that when I got it, it was the right color. The reason why it was the right color is because I had received a sample in the mail, so I immediately jumped on it. I don't normally luck out with colors that I haven't personally tried, but this stuff is beautiful. It has beautiful coverage. It's just lovely. I suggest you go out and get it. It's not cheap, but it does the job. Oh, sorry, this nose is ridiculous. Okay, I make sure I get it everywhere. I don't like to put tons on my nose, only because I do wear my glasses quite frequently, and I find like I still have permanent dents in them from all the other ones that didn't fit. It's a really great foundation. It really is. And a shout out to Wayfair for the amazing mirror I just picked up. I'll show you guys at the end, but this mirror has the best lighting for my beauty room, for both my clients and myself. It's just gorgeous. I also don't like to put foundation on the eyes. Foundation or concealer are not good primers. I like to use an eye primer, and I like to use my concealer only on the eyes or under the eyes, because I don't like a lot of product buildup. Now, I find that this light is not the best lighting for you to see this, so I'm just going to switch things up a bit here. Whoops, not that one. Okay, try that. Okay, well, that's the best I can do with that. Okay, so if you can see, it provides a really nice base. Okay, so then I'm just going to go over that with a little bit of setting spray and a brush. Don't judge me on my brushes. Today is brush cleaning day. So the setting spray I use is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. I find it great. I don't find it the best on the market. I just find it really good. So, and I'm just going to go over, tap everything in, make sure it's really well connected with the skin. Okay. All right, so the concealer that I'm liking, I got as a sample a while ago, but I still really enjoy it, and I'm going to do it on my Sigma. I really should wear my glasses more often. This is on a Sigma P89. It's a Bake Precision brush, and I don't do baking because I'm 54 and I don't need to do baking, but the brush looks like this. So it's a little angled, and this is Bobbi Brown, so this is also well loved, but this was a cute little kit that I got. It has the banana powder in it, and it has the concealer, and I find that this is one of the few that don't cake under my eyes. If you want a close second, well, I wouldn't say close second, I'd say a drugstore alternative would be the NYX concealer that has the serum in it. It is fabulous. I've had mine forever, and a little goes a long way with that guy. I basically just use my fingertip to conceal. Feta is my dog, and he's whining. Don't whine, bud. It's his birthday today, so if you want to wish Feta a happy birthday, please feel free. He's 5 today. He's sitting in my beauty room, whining, and giving me a little support. So I know I just put a little bit of that on my eyelids. It's just an old habit that I'm trying to break. Okay, so I'm just basically popping it in the dark spots, blending it out. I do have darkness. I don't have as much, and most of us don't on the outside. It's mostly just right in here and right in here. So this is where I'm concentrating most of it, and then I'm just patting it out. I'm not rubbing it out. I'm just patting it because I do want it just to melt in. And this Bobbi Brown stuff, I know Bobbi sold, or yeah, got out and started Jones Road, but some of her products from back then were amazing. I still read her book periodically for inspiration because she's got a wonderful book out. And I'm going to do it here and here. Feta, please don't whine. Just to, you know, kind of brighten that area up a bit. There's one product that I did not mention, I probably should have, that I use to brighten my under eyes as well, but I didn't use it at the time. And that is, well, it seems to be hidden right now. Okay. Oh, there it is. Pixi by Petra. So this is available at Shoppers too. It's in a salmon color, and this is what I use if I have purple or discoloration. I'll put this on prior, then I'll put my foundation on, then I'll put a little bit of concealer. So color correcting is really important. If you have blues and purples, you're going to want to counteract it with opposites on the color wheel, which would be oranges, peaches, things of that nature. Any kind of redness that you have, if you have redness in your cheeks or you have blemishes, you can counteract that with the green color corrector too. But I might do a part 2 and just show you how color correctors work as well. So here's my foundation and here's my concealer. I'm just going to pop a little of this powder, this guy here. Just going to pop that right on top. I'm not going to go crazy with it. The more powder you put under your eyes, the worse it's going to look as you get older. So we don't want to do that. We just want it light. And I might do it over here too, where I did the other brightening. And that's that. Now, I mean, I do things in really weird order. Sometimes I'll do lips next, then I'll do eyebrows, then I'll do eyes. I'm not really one of those that do eyes first. It's just such a habit from way back when I first started doing makeup. And that's my bird. Back when I first started doing makeup, I always did the eyes first. It's up to you. If you are using shimmers or glitters and you know there's going to be some fallout, definitely do your eyes first, because then when you do your face, you can get rid of all of that fallout. But right now I'm doing a simple eye, and I'm using cream products on my eye anyway. So, okay, so that being said, I'm going to use my RCMA powder. I love this stuff. I've had this for 2 years and I still have a tiny bit left. This is amazing powder. I use it a lot with the RCMA foundations, which are really good, and those are the foundations I use for my clients, and I will top it with this. This is no color powder. It's not translucent. It has nothing in it. It's finely milled. It's fabulous, and it's cheap, and it lasts forever. So all I do is shake it up and use what's in the lid. So I'm just going to set everything super lightly. Just super lightly. And that's that. Okay. I like to use, this is another thing from Shoppers Drug Mart. It's the NYX Wonder Stick. Now, I'm not big on contour, but I do like to use it on the jawline because I have this action going on. I don't know what's with this, these jowls. My face used to look like this. Now it looks like this. So, happy 54. So I'm going to use, I think this is the lightest one, the lightest combo. It has a highlighter in it too, which I don't really use. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to draw along the jawline to make it a little bit of a shadow and make it not quite so jowly. And listen, ladies, I'm telling you right now, all these TikToks and all these influencers telling you that there's certain powders you can use to make your pores disappear, completely poreless, stuff like that, that's not true. Everybody has pores. Everybody has texture in your skin. And there's no way that you are ever going to get rid of texture in your skin. Ever. Unless you resurface it, unless you have a lot of work done. Please just embrace the fact that your skin looks real and not airbrushed, because that doesn't work. Okay, so I've just done it along the jaw, and I do like to do it a bit under here too, just so I don't look as double chinny, if that's a word. I might do a little down here, just right in the middle, because I had an incident a few years ago where I fell and hurt my nose, and I have a feeling that my nose is a little crooked. So I just do that, and that's it. I don't do the forehead. I wear bangs all the time. I don't need to, and I just don't need to. And then I'm just going to buff that in. This will create a little shadow underneath my neck, so it doesn't appear, because I've had a double chin since forever. I guess I got my grandmother's double chin. So just to counteract that, I just put a little shadow underneath. It's not extensive, it's not super dark, just enough to add a little definition to the jaw that has no definition. And then I can always just use the excess to do this. Because I don't like doing a lot of contour, I'd rather just do a little bronzer. Okay, this is from my glasses. This is not from, the right here is from my glasses, so that's frustrating, yes. Okay, so that is done. A little blush, and this is NARS, which is iconic. It is Orgasm, which is also iconic. I got their multi-stick years ago. That was my favorite because I could use it on eyes, lips, and cheeks, but I can't find it. This is the powder, and you can see it's well loved. I've had it forever, but it's the most perfect peach golden tone. It works on every skin tone. It's beautiful, and I'm just so sad that it's running to an end. Tap off the excess always, and I start from the top down, and I do not go past the pupil. It's no longer here, ladies, it's lift, okay? So us ladies need lift, not rounded cheeks. So if I was doing a client, it would be different. Hello, Feta. But for me, we're doing mature skin. So we're doing ladies over 40. And I love this blush so much. I mean, nothing is going to take away from my wrinkles, my pores, anything like that. But, I mean, I really do love this blush. And I know I got good lighting, but you're still not seeing what I see, but it is beautiful. A little on the nose, a little on the forehead. You know, I don't think I'm going to go with bronzer today. I think we'll just leave it. But I have a beautiful Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze if you want to know the details with that. And I'm going to post the details of what I use down below so you can follow along with my shopping. At this point, I will cover up my very large forehead. Feta, you don't need to whine. Go lay down. Okay, so brows. There's a couple ways I do it. I do like to use the powder for the brows. I guess I'll pop those up. I'm not locating my powder brow formula here, so I do have the, which you can also get at Shoppers, the NYX Lift and Snatch. So this one is in taupe, and I have a magnifying mirror on my big mirror, so I'm just going to do a close-up in there, and I'll show you in a minute. So what I am doing, I'm doing thin little strokes, upwards, upwards, and I'm following the hairs, and my hairs go all over the place. So I'll show you here. It's hard for me to do on the phone, especially without my glasses, but this is what I'm doing. And I'm just lifting, I guess lifting and snatching. But I'm just filling in. I'm not making them crazy. I'm not doing anything weird. But see the difference? And the rule of thumb is your eyebrows should be here, here, and here. So that's, my eyebrows were very overdone in the 80s. So not only are they not even, but they're just the weirdest shape. And I am trying to get them back in shape, but I'm not spending the money to get them done. I will just fill them in. Feta, you need to go. We will give you your birthday lunch later. You can go though. Okay, so there's those guys. And then I just take my little brush and brush them up. Work the product in. I don't use a brow gel. I just basically just work them up. Okay. Okay. I don't know why they look red in this mirror, but we'll have to figure this lighting thing out. Okay, so that being done, what are we gonna do? Let's see. Well, I guess we'll do eyes. We'll do eyes. We'll do lips last. Normally, for some reason, I always do lips and then eyes last. It's just, I don't know, my convoluted way of thinking. Okay. we're not going to use cream today. We're going to try out this, or we're going to use this palette that was gifted to me at Christmas by a lovely coworker. Shoppers Drug Mart does carry this line. And although I'm not a big fan of hers, I really do like some of her products. It's by Kylie Cosmetics. So before you go all meh, I do not believe that celebrities create great makeup products just because they put their name on it. I believe makeup artists create great products. This being said, I tried it and it's not actually that bad. Her lip products too, if you like a matte stay-on formula, her lip kits are pretty decent. So we're going to use, it's this one here. And it is, doesn't tell me the name of it, but here's the thing with this one. Oh, now the sun's coming out, which is really affecting my lighting. Okay, here's the thing with this. So this color here and this feta, that's enough. And this color here have, this is what they say. So please pay attention, folks, if you're buying this palette. It does say face pressed pigments do not use in the eye area, and they specifically show you which ones not to. Those are for your cheeks. Now, some of these colors have ingredients in them that are extremely irritating to the eye. So do not use those on your eyes. I'm telling you, I know there are people out there that don't care and do whatever they want and suffer the consequences. Just don't do it, okay? Because I don't want you to run into any issues. So for this look, I am just going to use a packer brush first. No, actually I'm not. I'm going to use this brush, which I really like. It's dense, it's domed, it's by Quo. I have other brushes, but these are the ones I'm using today. And I am going to take this shade here, which is 90s Vibe. Feta, please lay down. Go lay down. And I'm going to dip into it like this, coat both sides and the tip, and I'm going to tap it off. You do get a little bit of fallout with it. And I am just going to use this as my transition. Now, excuse me while I use the big mirror as well. It's hard to see in the phone. I don't like to windshield wiper and drag it. I like to basically tap it because I don't... Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot eye primer. Okay, never forget your eye primer because as you get older, sometimes you really need that stick. But my eye primer, yeah, I forgot it. So, my epic fail. Okay, so while I'm doing this, and again, I'm just going a little above the crease just because my eyes aren't hooded, but they hang down a little lower than they should. And I'm doing it all over. So while I'm doing this, let me tell you about the collab that I have going now. I have been accepted to collab with Fancii, and the spelling of that is Fancii. They have the best mirrors, face steamers, pocket-sized mirrors, you know, you name it. Their tools are endless. Their facial steamer is blowing up right now, and I have one of their other mirrors. It's called the Nala. It's on a tall stand with a magnet on the back of the round mirror. So not only can you use it on the stand, but you can take it off and use it as a hand mirror. It has 3 light settings, which are great, and it doesn't take batteries. It's rechargeable. So this mirror was fabulous. It's good for when you're on the go. It's good if I want clients to, you know, just keep a hand mirror in their lap. I really enjoy their products. And I also have one of their purse mirrors that also lights up. So say you're in the car and you want to do a touch-up. Fabulous, fabulous products. So I am very happy. Thank you, Fancii, for taking me on to be one of your collaborators. I'm going to offer you guys a discount code in the bottom I'll link it in the description box, as well as a link to the store. So, you know, you can link through me. It's a fun way to thank you guys for helping me on my journey, listening to me, putting up with all my weird videos, and there's a few of them out there. Anyway, I'll give you a discount code in the bottom. Excuse me, my nose is out of control. Okay. All right. So that basically is my transition. You can see it's just subtle. This is kind of like a rose tone palette. Rose and golden browns. So that is basically it. Then I will take a fluffy brush and I'll just blend that all. This is going to be a very subtle eye look. It's not going to be out there. If you mature ladies want to see more of a nighttime look or a party look, I can certainly do that for you as well. So now I'm going to take my little packer brush and I am going to dip into, what am I going to do today? I'll just do the subtle one, and this is called Glowing Through It. So that's going to be this one here. I do like the gold on the eyes. If you have blue eyes, ladies, golds, coppers, bronzes look amazing, and they will make your eyes pop. So that's a helpful hint for you too, because you can see the color of my eyes. They kind of look green here, but they are really light blue. So I'm just going to coat both sides of that brush lightly, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to pack it on the lid. Now, ladies, there's a misnomer out there that you can't wear shimmer after a certain age, or, you know, you can't wear bold colors. If you are going fancy for a night out, you can most certainly wear shimmer and bold colors. Just make sure they're applied properly without looking like you're trying too hard. Don't use black eyeliner because that'll close your eye in and it's really harsh, especially on people with my coloring. Better to use a brown. Do not line your entire eye unless you're going for something editorial. If you're a mature skin, say, model, you can get away with that kind of stuff. But the average going to the grocery store type look will not call for black eyeliner, will not call for those ridiculous lashes and, you know, the crazy carnival colors. So just kind of know your window. And if you want a classic look, okay, so my video cut out on me. Apparently I was limited. So here we go again. If you're looking for a classic look, you know, you don't need a ton of products. You just need quality products that will give you that same vavoom and proper placement, proper application, instead of trying to do rainbow eyes and things that are really, really not flattering on mature women. You want to look classy. You do not want to look like a circus. Okay, so this is part 2. I didn't realize I was limited. So I've put a little bit of shimmer on there, if you can see it, but I'm going to go in with a little bit of this. No, I'm not. That's the face one. Whoops. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this one as well and just kind of topper it on the outside. So right there. Just for some fun. Okay. All right, so it's subtle, right? I'm going to do a little outer corner work, but I'm going to do it very subtly as well. Because we're in kind of the rose tone, I'm going to do this one right here, and that's called Mauve Me. So I'm just going to swirl my brush in it a little bit, tap it off, and just kind of let the brush do the work. I'm just going into the outer corner. I want it to extend a little bit out so when I close my eyes, it's not lost. And I don't swirl this way because then it'll go down here and drag my eyes down. I'm going to do it just up here. Just to add a little contrast. Then I'm going to take that fluffy brush, different fluffy brush, I have two of these, and just blend it all together. Okay. Now I'm going to take that same shimmer again. I'm just going to do it on my finger, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the brow bone. And wipe that through. That just adds like a little bit of glow on top of the brow bone. Okay. Today I don't think I'm gonna, well, maybe I will. So I don't like a lot of liner on top of my eye. I figure that, like, I really find it closes my eyes in. But what I will do, and this is just a CoverGirl Exhibitionist brown pencil, I'm just going to tightline it instead. So it will give the appearance of fuller lashes without a heavy eyeliner look, which I find looks aging on mature women. So what I do is I just do this. Brown is always softer than black. Black should really only be used with people with a dark complexion, dark hair, or if you want a lot of drama. So it's hard to see. Even though this is good lighting, it's still pretty hard to see, but can you see that that looks a little bit more defined than that? Farah! Okay, back after a dog issue. So he is looked after. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just going to go over, blend this a little more because it's not quite where I need it. And I'm blending it up, not out. So I do not want it to go past here. Okay. And see how it's lifted? And we have the tight lining underneath. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my angle brush, this little guy, I'm going to dip it into this brown here. Okay. I'm just going to dip both sides like this, and the end, tap it off, and I am just going to go underneath the lash line. I'm not a believer of using eyeliner under the lash line. It might have been cool in the 70s and the 80s, not so much now. If you want to do a really smoky eye and make it dark, you can, but you can still do it with shadow. And I'm not using a really dark, I'm just using, I'm going to fill in that. My eye has a tendency to water in this corner all the time, so it doesn't accept the pigment hardly anymore like the other one does, which is unfortunate. And I'm just going to line underneath a little bit, just to have some cohesiveness all the way around the eye. It's soft and it's subtle, but it just kind of finishes off the look. This is just a soft daytime look. Nothing crazy. And I'm just going to blend it out with my packer brush. Okay, so now we're going on to mascara. Now here's the thing. I'm all about the mascara brush, not necessarily the formula. I believe that a good brush is something that you could wash off and use in all your other mascaras if you're a big fan of that particular brush. Now, I jumped on the hype for this L'Oreal Telescopic Lift that came out. I thought, oh my God, I have to try it. Here's the thing with this. It has a brush that I have poked my eye twice with, and here's why. This brush promises lift. It has bristles on either side of the brush, whereas the brush itself has a flat paddle-like thing in the middle. The brushes are on the sides, not all the way around. So this little thing it's different to use. It takes a learning curve. It does produce nice lashes, but I use a primer anyway. So here's the thing with this guy. You can see that it's flat on top. What they want you to do is paddle up and lift your lashes that way to coat them. Then you have 2 sets of combs which are going to comb through, which I think is kind of counterproductive, and it seems like they're trying to jump on the tails of Benefit Roller Lash, which I really like because it has combs all the way around, and their combs are like this. So what it does is it pulls your lashes out and curls them, which I really enjoy. So this is kind of an attempt at that, but this paddle thing is dangerous. So you really have to be careful. Is it a good mascara? Absolutely. The brush, it's different, let's just say. So that being said, I use a lash primer. That coats your lashes. You let it dry for a couple minutes, and what that's going to do is it's going to coat the lashes and make your lashes better when you put the mascara on. It's like a double layer of protection and length and volume. You can also do the same thing with baby powder. So what you can do is you can put baby powder on a spoolie, put it on something like this, and rub the baby powder through, and that will kind of plump up your lashes prior to mascara if you don't have a primer. I have the Lash Paradise primer, and it's basically white. A lot of different companies carry primers. I don't think there's a specific one that's any better than another. I just grabbed this one. So all I'm doing is wiggling it on, root to tip, and you can already see, maybe, that it's done a good job of getting the lashes up and out. Now, I forgot to curl them. When I'm doing some of these videos, I forget some steps that I do, but I normally would curl them. My lashes don't curl really that well, but I do have a couple in there that stick straight out. So I would recommend giving them a little bit of a curl. I'm just going through this video because it's taken me 3 takes to do this, so bear with me. So that's the primer on. You can see, kind of. My lashes are pretty straight, so it would have been advisable to curl them. Okay, so I let that sit a couple minutes. Again, sit through, if you can be patient and sit through the end of this video. I am doing a giveaway, so if you stay till the end, I will tell you how to be entered in that giveaway and what you're going to win. Okay, so we're going to try this mascara. I hope I don't poke myself in the eye. So this is the flat paddle. I'm going to do it in my mirror, not in this. You're supposed to just hold it up and kind of paddle your lashes. I don't know why they felt the need to make the end flat, but we'll paddle it on. in my opinion, a good lash primer, baby powder will do the same thing. So now it's on. Now I'm going to take the little comb edges. I like to close my eyes when doing this because I have poked myself in the eye way too many times. Wiggle it up and just comb it out. A good mascara and a good lash comb will do the same thing, but I do like the result of this. You can see my lashes are way longer. I can't say it's because of the brush, but telescopic is a good mascara regardless. Just try not to mess with the brush too much because it's a pain in the butt. And I've got to learn to stop squishing my face when I put on mascara because it does accentuate every line in your face. The less facial movements you do, the better. But everybody does this, right? Trying to stop doing that. Okay, well, they're on. You know, good mascara, weird brush, but the lashes are very much longer, and I don't know whether it's because of the primer or the mascara or the brush, but we will just say, there's your eyes. Okay, that being done, I'm just going to do, oh, my nose. I am just going to do a little highlight. I don't like a lot of highlight around here only because it's a little close to my wrinkles, so I like to do it just on the cheek. And we're going to try this dye that's not supposed to be used for your face. So because it's in the same pink family. And I'm just going to use just a little brush like that. My highlight brush needs a washing, so we won't use that. I'm just going to roll it in this. Too much highlight too, ladies, is not necessary. Just see, I already have a kind of a natural glow there from the foundation because it's light reflecting and because of that NARS blush that has golden reflex in it. So you don't need very much. I'm just going to pop a little on here. Okay. A little on there. Honestly, ladies, if you use that blush, you don't really need much, but we'll just do that. Okay, a little on the chin, maybe a little down here. Never on the tip of your nose because you don't need to look like Rudolph. Nobody needs to look like a light bulb. Okay, that's probably it. No, it's not. It's lips. I was wondering why my lips look so gray. Okay, so we're going to do lips. What product are we going to use today? I am going to do, let's see. My lip liner that I wanted to use is missing in action, so I apologize for that. So normally I would do a little lip lining, but today we're just going to use, I love all the L'Oreal lipsticks, all of them. This one is number 754 in Sugar Plum. So it looks like that. It's kind of a pinky, reddish, brownish nude. Okay. I did have a little lip mask on as well. And yes, I would normally line. I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was going to be. And I like to go right over like that instead of doing the Cupid's bow because it adds a little more pouty effect. It's more prevalent in mattes where you can kind of see it, but this one has a little bit of shimmer in it. I like to pat off a little bit. Now, you can make any lipstick matte. If you wanted to make this matte, all you have to do is take a tissue paper, put a little baby powder over it, and it will be matte. But I wanted a little bit of a glow today. Now, I am applying this from the tube, and when I do clients, I definitely use a lip brush, and especially with reds, because reds are very noticeable when you don't get that crisp line. So I definitely use a detailed lip brush so I can make sure that everything is crisp and even, and then I'll go around it with a little bit of concealer just to make sure the line is sharp. I'm just doing like a quick get ready with me daytime look. Okay. I have some lip wrinkles on the bottom that are annoying, so I do try to cover those up. Okay, so this is the finished look. I will top it off with a little bit of setting spray. That locks it all in, and we can call it a day. So, thank you for sitting with me through all these cuts and takes and nose blowings and dogs and birds and my rambling. Take a look at the products that I have mentioned. They're great. And here's the deal on the giveaway. So, I have one of these to give away. It's by a company called Stack the Odds. And it is in the shade Sunkissed. And sorry for the little tear in the box. You will see that, but it was ridiculously hard to open. But this is a multi-use face stacker. 3 cream shadows to play. A highlight, a blush, and a contour. And it's by Alley-Oop. So Alley-Oop made something called Stack the Odds. And it was kind of clever the way they did this. Another thing, mature ladies, the more cream products you use, the more glowy you will look. When you're mature skin, you will have a tendency to lose volume. You lose color, lose, everything will start to look not as bright and glowy. So if you use cream products and you have dry skin, they will benefit you greatly. Powders on dry skin will just make you look drier and parched, whereas cream products just blend in beautifully. They maneuver on the skin beautifully. They're more nourishing. They just look better. So this, oh, and in the box it says $10 on us. So if you go to the website, you can get $10 off, I guess, their next product. But this is the cutest thing ever. So this is what you're going to win. This has, boom, a highlighter. Boom, a blush. And boom, a contour. Beautiful cream products. Now, my finger might have touched them just to test it out, but they have not been used. I'm gifting it to you. So, in order to win this, I would like you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to get updates on future contests and tutorials and tips and all that kind of thing. If you do that, I will enter you to win this. Okay? Shipping covered, everything covered for you. So, like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.